and welcome to my live YouTube video. So obviously for the last few days now, I have been doing these live YouTube videos. Obviously I've done one for the Apple event, I've done one for the Disney Plus Day event as well, and now I'm back and I'm doing another one for my for D23, which took place over the weekend. So I hope you guys are doing very well. A massive thank you to the supporters out there for supporting the channel, and of course for giving this video a like as well, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section box as well. So I have got the live chat open, so feel free to comment. I may give you guys some shout outs and stuff throughout the video, okay? But yeah, obviously D23 took place over the weekend. I'm here to talk about some of the announcements that was announced at D23, and also to talk about my thoughts and reactions on trailers and stuff like that as well. Now, I'm going to admit to you guys now, there is a couple of trailers which I haven't actually seen. A very good evening to Jack Clark, by the way. Thank you for joining, and thank you for watching my YouTube live stream as well. Very much appreciate that. But yeah, there is a couple of trailers, admittedly, that I didn't watch, admittedly. Even though, despite the fact that those trailers I was actually posting on my Instagram stories earlier this evening. So and by the way, can I just say, I do apologize to anyone who is watching this between now live and the next 24 hours that follows me on Instagram and is now having to go through so many Instagram stories, because I've just had so much to post in terms of the announcements and stuff that came out of D23, and a little bit of Ubisoft Forward as well, which took place over the weekend as well. Feel free, by the way, to follow me on Instagram. The username is SteveGramOfficial on Instagram if you want to see those stories as well. I have got something coming up on the Instagram grid a little bit later on tonight as well. So there we go. Do we get a Q&A? No Q&A, not tonight, no. This is a video for D23, okay? So if you are a Marvel fan, if you are a Star Wars fan, if you're a Disney fan in general, then this one is going to be for you. This video is going to be for you. Okay, so let me talk. I might start with Marvel first, okay? So when will I do a Q&A? I don't think I'll do a Q&A anytime soon, okay? But let me start with Marvel first, okay? So first of all, I want to say that the trailer for Secret Invasion came out. Now this is a series that is going to be streaming on Disney Plus in 2023. Obviously a release date is still yet to be announced. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be early 2023, but it could be any time in 2023, to be honest with you. But this series is going to star Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury as well, which obviously, if you're very familiar to the Avengers movies and stuff like that, he appears prominently throughout those movies. And it's also going to star Emilia Clarke as well from Game of Thrones, and from Terminator Genesis as well, I believe. So yeah, so it does seem like it's going to be a really good series. It's going to also feature the Skrulls as well, which we've seen from Captain Marvel. So why won't you answer questions? I am answering questions, but I'm not doing a live Q&A, okay? I'm not doing live Q&As. This is a live stream about me talking about some of this stuff that was announced at D23. So let me just get back on track to what I was just talking about here, okay? So yeah, so obviously, what was I saying? Yeah, the Skrulls from, when will I do a live Q&A? I'm not doing a live Q&A anytime soon, okay? And if you're asking how come, it's because I'm busy focusing on working on other projects that I'm doing for YouTube, podcasts, and stuff like that. Speaking of the podcast, I need to give you guys an update in regards to my podcast a little bit later on in the video. You could have pre-recorded talking about stuff. Why not use this opportunity to talk to us? Well, I know. But I decided to do it live because why not? I love doing live things sometimes. So there we go. But yeah, the scrolls, obviously, we know from Captain Marvel and stuff. They have appeared in some of the other Marvel projects in the past as well. But yeah, they're going to be making a comeback in Secret Invasion. I don't know whether or not they're going to make an appearance in the Marvels movie that's coming out next summer. That would be very interesting, though, to see if they do come out in the Marvels movie in next summer. So we'll wait and see on that one, I guess. But Secret Invasion, though, I am really, really, really looking forward to watching Secret Invasion when that does come out. Werewolf by Night. Very, very long time. It's been rumoured that Werewolf by Night was in the making. They were doing a Halloween special for Disney Plus. That did get announced for Disney Plus. It's going to be released just in time for Halloween. So that's going to be coming out on October 7th. Now, I'm looking forward to Werewolf by Night. Apparently, I was just reading on Twitter that the official synopsis for Werewolf by Night is branding it as a comedy. Now, looking at the trailer, it doesn't look funny. It just looks like a very serious horror mystery series, sort of special. So I don't think this is an actual series or anything like that. It's just going to be a one-off special. It's probably going to be around about maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It could be even half an hour long. I don't even know. I don't know the running time exactly. But I'm sure we'll get more details on that in the coming weeks, of course, before it does hit Disney Plus. But the fact that it is being shot in black and white and, you know, and all this creepy, eerie stuff is going on as well in the trailer, it's just leaving me intrigued and wanting more. And I'm not even kidding when I tell you guys this, but I have watched the trailer to Werewolf by Night multiple times because it does look absolutely awesome. And I really can't wait to watch Werewolf by Night when it does come out on Disney Plus in a few weeks' time. I don't know, maybe I might save Werewolf by Night, and then when I go and see my friends Damon and Kim, or maybe just Damon, I don't know, because but yeah, I mean, I might give it a watch then with them both. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, though, Werewolf by Night, I am definitely looking forward to watching Werewolf by Night when that does come out, though, on Disney Plus. Okay, so yeah, so Werewolf by Night got announced. We also got an announcement in the form of the Thunderbolts as well. Now, the Thunderbolts is a little bit different to the comics. And so I found out last night while I was on video call with my friend Kieran. So I'm just going to very quickly just remind myself and let you guys know the difference between the MCU version of the Thunderbolts and the comic version of the Thunderbolts as well. So let me just bring up the MCU lineup and I'll tell you who is involved in that one. I mean, first of all, I can safely tell you that you have got... who have you got? You've got Yelena from Black Widow and from Hawkeye, obviously played by Florence Pugh. I've done a Discord in the past, but it's just never worked out for me, so I don't bother with Discord. So yeah, so obviously you got Yelena, who's played by Florence Pugh, absolutely fabulous actress, by the way, Florence Pugh. Julia Louis Dreyfus, Valentina Allegra Fontaine. And obviously it's this obviously she's obviously got a made-up team here of David Harbour's Red Guardian, Hannah John Carmen's Ghost as well, and you've also got Wyatt Russell's US Agent John Walker. You've also got Olga Kurilenko's Taskmaster, Master, Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, and Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier. So yeah, so that is the lineup for the MCU version of the Thunderbolts. However, though, if I go to the Marvel Comics version of the Thunderbolts, let me just line this up here. Let me just see who are the Thunderbolts. So yeah, so this is the incarnation of the Thunderbolts from the Marvel comics. So you got Red Hulk, who's the leader, Deadpool, Elektra, Punisher, Agent Venom, Red Leader, Mercy, and Ghost Rider. So those are the that's the lineup of the Thunderbolts from the Marvel comics. So compared to the MCU version of the Thunderbolts team, it is definitely very, very different. How do I feel about the Queen? I'm not gonna lie, it is a very sad thing. And my thoughts and condolences do go out to the royal family during this very difficult time. And I know that the funeral is going to be taking place on Monday next week, Monday the 19th of September. It's just very sad, isn't it, really? But like I say, my thoughts and condolences go out to the royal family during this very, very sad and very, very difficult time. Yeah, and I'm sure they appreciate that as well. But anyway, back to D23 though. Yeah, rest in peace to the Queen. Back to D23 though, and obviously, yeah. So the Thunderbolts have been announced, which is great. I'm looking forward to watching the Thunderbolts when that does get released. Obviously, it will be probably coming out in cinemas and theaters around the world. So yeah, I'm definitely up for watching it. I feel like the Thunderbolts is like the DC version of Suicide Squad. So they're kind of like the Marvel version of DC's Suicide Squad. Because I think the Thunderbolts are also known as the Dark Avengers as well. So, yeah. So that's also another very good thing. Okay, so that's the Thunderbolt stuff done and dusted. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So that also got announced as well. Well, it's been announced already. It's been in the making for a very, very long time. But obviously more details did get announced at the D23 event. Now obviously with Ant-Man and the Wasp, they did show some very, very lucky attendees some footage of that. So I sadly didn't gain access to that footage because I wasn't there in person. I didn't attend it, so therefore, yeah, I wasn't able to attend the event. Sadly, I mean, it's a shame because, I mean, if it was here in the UK, I think I would have gone. I honestly would have done. If it was in London or something, I would have probably have gone to D23. Maybe. I probably would have. But yeah, it's a shame it was being held somewhere else, in another part of the world. But yeah, if they ever did bring it to the UK though, I would definitely not say no to going to D23. Hello to Damon, by the way. Very good evening. Thank you for tuning in and watching my live stream. Honestly, really do appreciate it. Damon, this video is for you, dude. Honestly, it really is. I mean, I'm here to talk about Marvel, I'm here to talk about Star Wars, and I'm here to talk about Disney as well, and stuff like that. So this video is definitely for you, Damon, dude, honestly. But yeah, honestly, as I was saying though, D23, if it ever took place in the UK, I would happily go to D23 in the UK if it ever came, because I feel like it would be great, but I don't think it would though, sadly. In the meantime, though, what I was going to say was going back to Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Obviously, they showed footage to attendees at the event. Paul Rudd, who obviously plays Ant-Man, came on stage. and he said that this movie, Steve, what is the most beautiful place to visit in the UK? I don't know. Think you're muted. Yes, Steve, you're muted. Well, can't hear you. Well, okay, well, maybe try refreshing the page or something. Um, but going back to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, though, I mean, to be honest with you, I am looking forward to this movie. Paul Rudd has said that this movie is absolutely crazy, absolutely bananas, and also as well, um, he also and also as well, apparently there is a lot of action scenes as well. Um, yeah, there is a lot of action scenes as well. In regards to like Kang the Conqueror and Ant-Man as well, which I'm really really excited for. Really look forward to seeing. Think your mic is broke. Try refreshing the page, guys. Actually, let me ask this, Damon. If you're still here, is my live stream still working for you? Can you still hear me? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'll get an answer from Damon, I'm sure. Steve, mate, we can't hear you. I don't know. Maybe try refreshing. I mean, the fact that you could hear me, yeah, the fact you could hear me for the last 15 minutes and all of a sudden my microphone has cut out on you guys is a little bit weird. But anyway, going back to I can hear you loud and clear. There we go. Thank you, Windle. I really do appreciate that. At least someone in here can hear me loud and clearly. And Damon can hear me too. So I don't know. Maybe there's a problem on your end, guys. I don't know. But going back to what I was talking about though, in regards to Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to watch it. And I think it's just going to be a good time, to be honest. This is probably it. I mean, I'm excited for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, okay? Because I feel like that's going to be a very emotional movie, especially with Chadwick Boseman's legacy being kind of the front and center of that movie, really. So there we go. But you know what? My main, like, most anticipated MCU movie is probably going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing that when it does get released next year. So, and in fact, it's getting released early next year is even better as well, in my opinion, anyway. Okay, we also did get a little bit of a look at Black Panther Wakanda Forever as well, speaking of that. Obviously, that's going to be the next MCU title to come out. It's coming out in cinemas and theatres globally in November. Personally, I think it will probably end up on Disney Plus in the new year. I think the Eternals came out around about the same time last year, where it came out in November. It got released on Disney Plus in January at the beginning of this year. So I should imagine it'll be the same with Wakanda Forever when that drops. But I'm looking forward to Wakanda Forever. So looking forward to Winter, Steve. I mean, to be honest, I don't mind the cold. It's nice, you know, as long as it doesn't snow. Then it's all good because yeah, I don't like walking in snow. But there we are. But going back to this though, I am looking forward to Wakanda Forever. It comes out in November. I think it comes out not long after my birthday, to be fair. So you know, also as well, I think is it next year? I think it is next year or something. There's that movie Blade or something. There is a movie coming out, I think next year, and it is come. I think there is a movie coming out, when on my birthday. I think it is next year, and I think it is Blade, which is pretty awesome because I think I'll go and see that on my birthday next year. Not gonna lie. So I definitely know there is a Marvel movie coming out on my birthday. I think it is next year. So there we go. Hello to David Davidson. Hello, fellow F1 enthusiasts. I'm not an F1 enthusiast. I'm not into Formula One, sadly. I have played the games Formula One. I don't mind playing the racing games, but I'm not a Formula One enthusiast, though. I don't watch the races or anything like that. It's just not my thing. Okay. Going back to D23 though, and obviously we've so far we have covered Ant-Man the Wasp, Werewolf by Night, and obviously we've also covered the Secret Invasion trailer. Now the Marvels were spoken about on stage as well. Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, as well. They were all there. So all the cast were there. Now it's really, really funny because Brie Larson, obviously, she's been in Captain Marvel. That she made her first appearance in the MCU in her own solo movie, Captain Marvel. Now she was asked by a reporter on like kind of backstage at D23 whether or not there is going to be a future for Brie Larson in the MCU. Now she kind of gave a very weird comment about that. I mean, she honestly said, "I don't know. I honestly don't know if there is going to be a future for me in the MCU." She said, "Do people actually want me?" Now, a lot of fans, admittedly, a lot of fans have kind of like, kind of come back and kind of supported her really in that, and they've kind of rallied around and said that they do want more Captain Marvel content in the MCU. Yeah, I mean, she has only appeared so far in Captain Marvel. She's appeared in Avengers Endgame, and she's also appeared in a post-credit scene for Ms. Marvel as well. So, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see if there is a future for Brie Larson in the MCU after the Marvels movie has come out next year. What's also very interesting is also the fact that Iman Vellani, this is a girl, this is a young actress, right, who is, and she even says this herself, she is a walking encyclopedia to the MCU, to Marvel. She really knows her stuff about Marvel, you know. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, Brie Larson, she was on the set of the Marvels, Brie Larson, and she didn't know how old her character Carol Danvers was, and she went up to Iman Vellani, and yeah, she asked her how old is Carol Danvers, and Iman Vellani was there, and she gave her the answer. So honestly, it does kind of show you. And you know what? From the interviews I've seen from Iman Vellani myself, she seems very starstruck. Like as if she still can't believe that she is this actress in the MCU. She's this young actress in the MCU playing a character. She just seems very starstruck. I found that throughout the press, during her press tour for like Ms. Marvel and stuff, and when she was promoting the finale to Ms. Marvel. And I still feel to this day that she's a little bit starstruck that she's still in the MCU. Also, as well, the fact that she was asked during D23 whether or not there's going to be another Ms. Marvel season 2. Now, she didn't give anything away, of course she didn't. But if you look at her body language, though, she kind of gives off a little vibe. I feel like she kind of gives off a little vibe to go, yes, there is going to be a season 2, but you guys aren't going to get that announcement from me anytime soon. Honestly, I'm just going to put it out there now, right? When Kevin Feige, the Marvel president, the Marvel Cinematic Universe president, when he retires, please, please, please hand his job down to Iman Vellani, because she deserves it. You know, I think she would end up retiring from acting and be the new MCU kind of, you know, the MCU president, because she knows her stuff, and I think she would definitely take the MCU in the right direction for sure. So there we go. Right, anyway, moving on from that though, I feel like I've been talking about Marvel for a very, very long time now, but there we go. I don't think there was really anything else that was actually announced at the Marvel panel, to be honest with you. It is a shame that we didn't really get many trailers apart from the Secret Invasion and the Werewolf by Night trailer. It's a shame we didn't get any kind of footage from the Ant-Man and the Wasp stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, it is a shame, but there we go. It is a shame. Hopefully we we'll get some more Marvel announcements nearer the time. Okay, so we're going to move on from that now. And thank you, Damon. Thank you. I really appreciate that a lot, mate. Honestly, I really do appreciate this a lot. Let's now go on to talk about Star Wars, shall we? I'm sure there are many people watching this video, if you are Star Wars enthusiasts, that this is probably going to be the right thing for you. Now, I am going to start with The Mandalorian Season 3, because The Mandalorian Season 3, we had some a really, really great announcement in the form of we actually got to see a trailer for The Mandalorian. Now, I absolutely love The Mandalorian. It's one of my favourite Disney Plus Star Wars shows, to be honest with you. I know I'm saying that now, but I mean, if I went back and looked at this video in a couple of years' time, maybe my opinions might have changed. Maybe I might have then gone, no, the Ahsoka series is my favourite, or no, the Andor series is my favourite, and stuff like that. So let me talk about The Mandalorian very quickly, okay? Because the trailer for that got released, and similar to Marvel's Werewolf by Night trailer, it's one of those trailers that I just can't stop watching. I'm just having it on repeat at the moment because I'm really, really, really looking forward to watching it when it does come out. It comes out on Disney Plus in 2023. I believe it's going to be February 2023 is when we're going to see The Mandalorian. Obviously, if you guys do remember the Book of Boba Fett earlier this year, if you've been watching that series, you'll know for a fact that obviously what happened in the Book of Boba Fett, like midway through that series, kind of set up Season 3 of The Mandalorian. It was a little bit weird, to be honest, because when it came to the end of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, it felt like it didn't set up Season 3 at all. Whereas, given the fact that this had nothing to do with The Mandalorian, but except we kind of got a little bit of The Mandalorian in the Book of Boba Fett, I kind of felt like that was a little bit weird, a little bit off, but they kind of had to set up Season 3 of The Mandalorian somehow or other. And it's good to see that we've kind of got Grogu there having his Jedi training by a young-looking Luke Skywalker and stuff like that. And obviously, they kind of set up for The Mandalorian Season 3 as well during the Book of Boba Fett. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching The Mandalorian Season 3 when that comes out next year. And it's going to be very interesting to see where the future goes after Season 3 of The Mandalorian. I hope there's going to be a Season 4. I hope they continue the series, to be honest, because honestly, I really do like The Mandalorian. It's probably one of my, at the moment, one of my best Star Wars shows that I have seen. And you know, I've seen the Book of Boba Fett and stuff, and while that was interesting, you know, I felt like most of it, like, it didn't really do much, like, for me, until, like, The Mandalorian came in and saved the series midway through. You know, so, but there we go. But no, I'm looking forward to it. We also got an update in regards to Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2 as well. Now, it's been rumoured for a very, very long time, and even one of Disney's companies, ABC in America, was promoting Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2 to be released on Disney Plus from the 28th of September. Now, during the D23 events, it was confirmed that The Bad Batch Season 2 won't be streaming from September 28th on Disney Plus. Instead, it will be coming to Disney Plus from January 4th, 2023, obviously with 2 episodes to begin with, and then obviously a brand new episode will be streaming weekly on Disney Plus after that. Now, obviously, we're going to be getting 16 episodes. So when you think about it, that's going to be about 14 weeks worth of episodes of Star Wars: The Bad Batch. So that's going to easily take us up to around about, I'm going to say around about mid-March next year. Is when we're going to be seeing Star Wars: The Bad Batch being released every week on Disney Plus. I remember watching season 1 of The Bad Batch, and I loved The Bad Batch. I thought it was a great series. It's an animated series, admittedly, um, but I am definitely going to come back for season 2 of The Bad Batch for sure. So I'm really looking forward to watching that when that comes out next year. We also got a look at Tales of the Jedi as well. Now, Tales of the Jedi is coming to Disney Plus in October. I believe it's coming at the end of October. I think the 26th, 28th of October is when it's coming. Now, this is going to be 6 shorts, and all of the shorts will be available made at once. So it'll be a binge-worthy kind of thing for you guys to watch on Disney Plus. What's interesting is the fact that we're going to get those 6 shorts, and at the same time we're going to be getting a brand new episode of Andor as well, and I'm going to talk about Andor in a few moments time. Now, I've seen the trailer for Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, and I must say that I am really looking forward to seeing these shorts. I know they're only short films. They could be around about 10-15 minutes long, but it's still Star Wars content, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching it anyway. So yeah, honestly, I feel like this video is just me nerding and geeking out at some of this stuff, because it's kind of stuff that I really do talk about on a daily basis with a lot of people and stuff like that. So you know, Marvel and Star Wars are like my kind of like my strong kind of conversations that I love to have with people. Absolutely love watching Marvel content. Absolutely love watching Star Wars content as well. Sums it up. Yeah, basically that sums up all my conversations. Um, I love having conversations with various different people about Marvel and Star Wars. Just one of my strengths, I guess, in conversations. But let's continue though, and talk about Andor. So Andor is going to be a brand new show. It's coming to Disney Plus on the 21st of September, so that's a week on Wednesday. Really look forward to watching Andor. First 3 episodes will be dropping on Disney Plus on the 21st of September. And then obviously a brand new episode will be coming every week after that. So obviously that takes us up to the end of November. Thanksgiving weekend in America is when the final episode will be airing here in the UK and worldwide as well for Andor. Now obviously it's been confirmed that there's going to be 12 episodes in season 1. Season 2 is going to be starting production very soon. That got announced during D23. So season 1's not even started broadcasting or streaming yet on Disney Plus, but we are already getting season 2 starting filming very soon. So I'm really looking forward to seeing season 2 when that comes out. Hopefully, I'm not going to say next year. I'm going to say the year after. The year after next year is probably when Andor season 2 will come out, maybe 2024. So there we go. Good evening to you, Ellie. Hope you're doing well on this Monday evening, and thank you for joining me live. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. But going over, but yeah, so Andor, they've kind of said that this is kind of a 12-hour movie. If you kind of take away the credits, it's a 12-hour movie. Now, obviously, season 2 is again going to have 12 episodes in season 2. So essentially, this is going to be a 24 episodic, like kind of thriller. I guess you could say. So I'm looking forward to watching all 24 episodes. I probably, you know what, once Andor has completely finished, because obviously it's now known that after season 2 of Andor, there's going to be no more. And I think from what I have seen, I think the idea is season 1 is obviously going to be a prequel to Rogue One, and I think it's set 5 years before the events of Rogue One. And then I think with season 2 of Andor, it's going to be again set before Rogue One, but it's going to be a couple of years before the events of Rogue One. And then obviously the last couple of episodes are kind of like the run up to the events of Rogue One, the movie. So yeah, so I am looking forward to watching Andor. I really loved Rogue One, to be honest. Rogue One was such a fantastic movie from Star Wars. So I am definitely pumped to see that when it drops on Disney Plus. But we also got a final trailer to Andor as well, which I have a very funny feeling is the same trailer that we got given on Disney Plus Day as well, when we got that special look at Andor. So there we go. Right, okay. So I do. Oh, also as well, I will talk about Willow very quickly. We also got a trailer for Willow, which stars Warwick Davis as well. That's going to be coming to Disney Plus on November 30th. I'm looking forward to watching Willow. That does look very interesting. Seeing the trailer for it, looks really, really great. So there we go. And also as well, we also got a poster for Willow as well, and the poster looks absolutely great as well. So I am looking forward to watching that when that gets released. Okay. Also as well, while we're here talking about Disney stuff, I just want to point this out. This didn't get announced at D23. This did get announced earlier today, but you may recall, or you may not recall, but last year we got given a animated movie, I guess you could say. I don't know how you could kind of put it. But we got like this hour animated special movie thing called Diary of a Wimpy Kid on Disney Plus. It was announced as soon as that got released on Disney Plus last year that Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roderick Rules is being made into an animated adaptation. Earlier today, it got confirmed that the movie will be coming to Disney Plus on December 2nd, okay? So I think that might be roughly around about a year after Diary of a Wimpy Kid came out on Disney Plus last year. I remember watching that Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. Didn't really have much to say in regards to that. So I don't know. I mean, I probably will watch Roderick Rules just to see what it's like. But my expectations for the movie or special, whatever you want to call it, are quite low. So, yeah. So I'll give it a watch anyway. I'll see what it's like. We'll go from there. And I'll probably give my thoughts on it maybe around about Christmas time. Okay, so that did get announced today. I just thought I'd bring that up now. I think that's everything that really. Oh, we also got to look at Indiana Jones 5 as well. Now, the attendees, those lucky attendees at D23, they're so lucky. They got an exclusive look at Indiana Jones 5. Harrison Ford appeared on stage at D23, and he also confirmed as well that this will be his final time playing the iconic character Indiana Jones. Which is inevitable, you know, it was going to happen at some point, I'm sure. But, I mean, if you're an Indiana Jones fan, yeah, if you're a diehard Indiana Jones fan, it's going to be kind of an emotional movie, knowing the fact that this will be the last time that you see Harrison Ford don his whip and his hats and all of that, you know, and play as and play as Indiana Jones. So there we go. So that also got announced as well at D23. I'm sure we will get a poster and a trailer for Indiana Jones 5 at some point very soon. Obviously, the movie does come out next year. I believe it comes out June 30th, 2023. So there we go. Okay, so really, that is everything that was announced from Marvel and from Lucasfilm as well. So we have got some other bits and pieces as well to talk about in the form of Disney. So let me just very quickly go and nab some of the bits from Disney. First of all, actually, I might as well just mention this here. But Mickey, the Story of a Mouse, is going to be streaming on Disney Plus on November 18th. Now, this is this is kind of like a documentary about the history of Mickey Mouse. Now, when I first heard about this, apparently there is also going to be a brand new Mickey Mouse short film being released as well to coincide with this documentary. I don't know if that's still going ahead as planned or it's going to come at a later date. I don't know. I should imagine that the short film will come alongside the Mickey, the Story of a Mouse documentary. But I'm excited to watch it though. I cannot wait to see that. A very good evening to Olivia, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching Mickey, the Story of a Mouse when that does come out. Okay, and we also did get a teaser trailer as well for the Mickey, the Story of a Mouse documentary as well, which is coming soon to Disney Plus. We also did get an official trailer for The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Season 2 of that is going to be coming soon to Disney Plus globally. Admittedly, I've never seen The Proud Family. Apparently, it's one of those nostalgic shows that was on back in like the early 2000s. I don't remember it too much, to be honest. I don't really think it was my kind of thing, to be honest. So, and I've never seen The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder neither. So, to be honest, this one didn't really, kind of get my attention that much, to be honest with you. High School Musical, the musical, the series, season 4 has been confirmed. Again, this is another series on Disney Plus, which does not interest me the slightest, to be honest. I've not watched the first 3 seasons. I don't have any intentions on watching the 4th season neither, to be honest. But according to this, though, apparently High School Musical, the series, is coming, and it promises to be bigger and better than ever. Now, I'm not going to lie. I know these 2 people that do a podcast, and they talk about Disney Plus. I remember them saying that season 2 of High School Musical, the series, was really, really bad. And it was because it was filmed during COVID and stuff like that. And they had to change so much of the series during COVID. I didn't bother watching it personally because I'm not a High School Musical fan, admittedly. But there we go. When I was a kid, for some weird reason, the only High School Musical movie I watched when I was a kid was yeah, don't worry, Damon. I'm not worried about them at all, honestly, mate. I really do appreciate your support though, dude. Honestly, I really, really do. When I was a kid, I used to watch High School Musical 2 for some strange and bizarre reason. I don't know why. It's just weird. But I never watched High School Musical, didn't watch the senior year movie, the 3rd one. It was just High School Musical 2 that I watched, which is really, really weird and bizarre. Okay, we also got a look at a teaser. We got a teaser trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians as well. Obviously, this is a series that is going to be coming soon to Disney Plus. And of course, this series stars Walker Scobell as well. So there we go. So I'm looking forward to watching that when it does get released. We also got a teaser trailer as well for National Treasure, Edge of History, which is going to be streaming on Disney Plus from December 14th. So a nice little early Christmas present from Disney if you are a National Treasure fan. Okay, we also got some announcements from Pixar as well. And Walt Disney Animation as well. So I'm gonna start off here first of all by talking about Walt Disney Animation Studios, as they revealed a first look at Wish, which is their all-new animated feature film that explores how the iconic wishing star came to be. So you may remember like movies like Pinocchio, for example. You know the song "When You Wish Upon a Star." There we are. That's my best. That's my best rendition of that song. Okay, when you wish upon a star. I don't know the rest of the words. So it's true because I don't. Even though I watched Pinocchio the other day, I don't know the rest of the words. It's just uncanny, isn't it? Absolutely uncanny. But anyway, but yeah, that star though has apparently got an an origin story, and this movie Wish, to celebrate 100 years of Disney, will go back and revisit the origin story of that star. So apparently it's going to star Ariana DeBose as Asha. It's directed by Chris Buck and Fawn Sunthorn, and produced by Peter Del Vecchio and Juan Pablo Reyes, and featuring all new songs by Julia Michaels. Disney's Wish releases in November 2023, so I'm looking forward to watching that when it comes out. We also got a brand new look at Disney's Strange World, which is a movie which is going to be coming out in cinemas on November 23rd, 2022. I can see this being a little bit like Encanto. If you may remember last year, Encanto got released in cinemas in November, at the end of November last year, but it had a 30-day release window in cinemas, and then it was released on Disney Plus on Christmas Day, and I have a feeling that Strange World is going to be the same. I mean, yeah, I'm not someone that works for Disney. I don't have any inside information about Disney and what they're doing with their movies and when they're being released on Disney Plus and stuff like that. But if anything is to go by with Encanto last year being released on Disney Plus on Christmas Day after being released in cinemas in November, I should imagine it'll be the same with Strange Worlds, to be honest with you. Inside Out 2 got announced as well. Now, apparently, Inside Out 2 is going to kind of look at kind of like the impacts of puberty and stuff like that. Now, this kind of makes me go back to that movie Turning Red that we got earlier this year, which again is kind of, I don't know, it kind of brought us into that kind of sort of thing, isn't it, really? Where it was like, it was talking about like teenage puberty and stuff like that. And I feel like this is kind of going down the same road with Inside Out 2. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of a great thing that they are doing it, because obviously it's a very powerful thing for young kids to kind of learn and understand, and the fact that learning and understanding it through their own movies is great. But I feel like Inside Out 2 is a little bit like a rip-off to Turning Red. I mean, I'm not going to judge the movie right now like that, no. To be honest with you, I've only seen Inside Out once. I don't really have any feelings about Inside Out 2, to be honest. I'm not, like, excited for it. I haven't really got any feelings for Inside Out 2. And no pun intended there, neither, because, you know, if you take that out of context, you know, given the fact that Inside Out is all about feelings and stuff, there's me saying I have no feelings for this movie whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to move on, because honestly, I've got so much to cover right now, and I'm just waffling on. Now, there's another new Pixar project that's been announced at D23 over the weekend, So we are about to meet a brand new character in the form of Elio. Now, Elio is a brand new movie by Pixar and Disney. Um, it's going to be released in spring 2024, but this is what it says though. A boy who finds himself transported across the galaxy and mistaken for the intergalactic ambassador for our planet Earth. Starring America Ferrera as Olga Solis and Jonas Kibreb as Elio, directed by Adrian Molina and produced by Mary Alice Drum. Disney and Pixar's Elio lands in spring 2024. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be looking forward to watching. I don't mind a bit of Pixar. I do like Pixar movies from time to time. There are, admittedly, some Pixar movies that I've never seen before. But I'm not going to go into it in this video, though, because I'm only here to talk about D23. We also got a first look at the brand new full-length series that Pixar are doing. It's their first full-length series that they're doing, called Win or Lose, with Will Forte as Coach Dan. From the filmmakers Michael Yates, Carrie Hobson, and David Lally. Win or Lose comes to Disney Plus globally in 2023. We also got a poster for Elemental, which is Pixar's next project, which is going to be coming out in 2023. To be honest, it's not really an exciting poster. I'm kind of hoping they'll release a better looking poster than the one they've released here, but hopefully though we'll get that at some point very, very soon. Okay, so I am also now going to move on and talk about some other bits and pieces. Now this is from Disney Studios. Now we have got a first look at, or a trailer should I say, at The Little Mermaid, which is a live action movie which is going to be coming to cinemas. Yeah, so I'm going to be so this movie is going to be coming to cinemas on May 26th, 2023. So I'm looking forward to watching that when it comes out. Well, I'm a bit skeptical of watching it, to be honest, because I don't really know. I don't really know what to think of The Little Mermaid. I mean, the trailer is a little bit mixed for me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether or not I would actually watch it. We'll see. We'll see. Snow White, though, in the meantime, Snow White starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot is going to be releasing in 2024. I'm assuming, again, this is a live action Snow White movie. So I don't really know whether or not I would be up for watching that neither, but we'll see. We'll see. Also as well, there's a Lion King spin-off live action movie called Mufasa. Mufasa the Lion King is going to be coming in 2024. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when that comes out. We also got a first look poster at Peter Pan and Wendy. The movie is going to be coming out at some point in 2023 on Disney Plus. Excuse me. We also got a brand new poster of Disenchanted as well. Now I remember growing up watching Enchanted movie. I thought the Enchanted movie was great, in my honest opinion. And I'm really surprised it's taken them this long to make the sequel to Enchanted. So no, it's not COVID. Don't worry, it's not COVID. But no, I'm looking forward to watching Disenchanted when that drops on Disney Plus. Now the movie is going to be dropping on Disney Plus on November 24th. So I will definitely be watching this. You know what? I haven't seen the movie Enchanted for years. And I remember last November when we first had our first Disney Plus day, Enchanted was released on Disney Plus, And I was there going, gonna watch that, gonna watch that, gonna watch it, and I never watched it. And still to this day, I've never gone back and rewatched Enchanted. So before Disenchanted comes out, I am going to watch Enchanted because it's a great movie. I love the fact they kind of mix it between animation and live action as well. And yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm hoping that Disenchanted is going to be great as well. And it's not going to be ruined. They're not going to mess it up. Fingers crossed. We did also get a trailer to Disenchanted as well. And again, like I say, it releases on Disney Plus on November 24th, 2022. We also got a look at Hocus Pocus 2 as well. So obviously, brand new poster got released for Hocus Pocus 2. That original movie is going to be streaming from September 30th. So at the very end of this month. I have no nostalgia for Hocus Pocus. It seems to top the Nielsen streaming chart every October for the last couple of years. The original Hocus Pocus movie. I have no idea why. I feel like maybe this year for Halloween I should go back and give it a watch. And then maybe watch Hocus Pocus 2 just to see what all the fuss is really about. But aside from that though, I mean, yeah, I'm not pumped. I'm not excited for this movie, to be honest. I just have no nostalgia for it. So, but we'll see. We'll see. To be honest, there's quite a few movies which I really should watch during the Halloween period, which are classics. So yeah, and we also did get a first look, a final trailer as well for Hocus Pocus 2 as well, which is going to be coming out in at the end of September. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when it comes out. Aside from that, I mean, they did also talk a little bit about Avatar: The Way of Water as well. Now, I didn't really stick around. I wasn't really too interested. I think they just released some concept art for Avatar: The Way of Water, and that's about it, really. I'm very surprised because I feel like with 20th Century Studios, they had a panel at D23, but they didn't show off anything apart from just talking about Avatar: The Way of Water, which is probably their next big release coming out in December. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm looking forward to watching Avatar: The Way of Water when it comes out. Admittedly, I've never seen Avatar, but that's going to change in a couple of weeks though, because the movie is being re-released in cinemas, and I'm going to go and watch it in 3D in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm looking forward to watching it in 3D. I'm looking forward to experiencing it in 3D. There we go. Why aren't you answering stuff? It's really rude, Steve, and it's making me sad. Well, Ellie, I'm not here to do a live Q&A. I'm here to do a live chat about the D23 Expo event. I really do appreciate your comments, though. I really appreciate the support that you're giving to this video and to this channel as well. So, yeah, but like I say, though, going back to D23, I am very surprised that they didn't really show off anything in regards to 20th Century. I felt like I don't know, I mean, the menu is coming soon. I know that, I think that's a Searchlight Pictures movie. They could have showed something off with that. I don't know, maybe a clip or something like that. They could have shown something off. I mean, it's very interesting because with 20th Century Studios, you know, I feel like, because at the moment, they've got a movie that's out right now called See How They Run. I was supposed to go and see it today, but I ended up having other plans instead. So I couldn't go and see that movie. But I'm seeing it later this week, and I'm looking forward to watching it. It's supposed to be kind of like a British comedy mystery kind of thing, so I'm looking forward to watching it. But there's a movie that's out in the US at the moment which isn't out in the UK, and I'm wondering when it's coming out in the UK, called The Barbarian. Now, this is a horror movie, which apparently leaves viewers guessing all throughout the movie. Now, I'm somebody that absolutely loves twists and turns in movies, okay? I'm someone that absolutely loves them. So this is definitely my kind of movie. And I'm hoping that they release The Barbarian in the UK, but at some point between now and Halloween. That's the perfect time for them to release that movie, admittedly. But we shall wait and see for that one, though. But yeah, aside from that, though, I am looking forward to seeing the menu. I'm looking forward to see how they run, and I'm also looking forward to seeing the Barbarian when that does get released, of course. And obviously, I'm really looking forward to seeing Avatar: The Way of Water. I mean, I have seen the trailer to Avatar: The Way of Water countless times now, and it's, I mean, the scenery when they're avatars, the scenery in that looks absolutely beautiful, absolutely sensational, and I think James Cameron has done an absolutely sensational job with doing another Avatar movie. Apparently, it did get revealed at D23 that um, yeah, apparently it did get revealed that Avatar 4 is currently is just about to start filming. So the fact that we haven't got Avatar 2 yet, the fact that they've already completed production on Avatar 3, and yet they're just about to start production on Avatar 4. I mean, this movie ain't coming out for years yet, you know? We've got a few years to go until this movie comes out, but it's going into production now. But then I think, to be honest, when you think about it, the visual effects and all of that, I mean, it's got to be done properly, right? You know, it can't be rushed. Um, Aside from that, though, I think that is about it for my D23 Aftershow event live here on YouTube. Now, I'm going to reason with you guys now, and it only hit me tonight as I sat down and ate my dinner. I was supposed to record a podcast to talk about D23, and it was supposed to be released earlier today. Now, I haven't recorded the podcast because I totally forgot that the podcast was actually meant to happen. And also as well, yeah, it just literally went out my mind that I was meant to record a podcast. So I don't know whether or not I might talk about all the D23 stuff, but in a bit more of a shorter form factor in the podcast on Friday this week, okay? So that will be coming out on Friday. It'll be out 4 p.m. UK time on Spotify Music, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Feel free to listen to it. Search Steve's Weekly Podcast to give that a listen then. But there we go. So there we go. Steve, how can you put every so wow, you take this so seriously. You forgot to do one thing. Yeah, exactly. I forgot to do one thing. It's really funny, to be honest. The fact that I sat down earlier tonight, had my dinner, and was like, "Oh yeah, I was supposed to do a podcast." And it only hit me when I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got to do a live YouTube video to talk about D23," and then yeah, it's when the podcast thing hit me. So I'll talk about D23 in my next weekly podcast out on Friday, 4 p.m. UK time. And don't worry, don't worry, everyone. The podcast will be out 4 p.m. UK time on Friday for sure. But yeah, there we go. Well, I don't know personally when my next YouTube live will be. I mean, we have got another event coming up, which is the Netflix Tadam event. So I might, I mean, it's towards the end of September. I might do a live YouTube video to talk about everything that was announced at Netflix's Tadam event. Then I don't know. I honestly don't know. I might do. I'll talk about it nearer the time or something. I might post something on my channel to let you guys know when what's happening with that. But in the meantime, though, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. My next YouTube video will be out on Wednesday when I'll be unboxing a Robbie Williams XXV album. Actually, as a matter of fact, I do have it right here. I'll be unboxing this on Wednesday on Wednesday at midnight UK time, so feel free to check that video out then. Obviously, I've got my Steve Summer of Gaming videos coming out this Friday and next Friday as well, so feel free to check them out as well. And then obviously Steve's weekly vlog will be out on Monday the 26th of September. Obviously I'll be back filming my weekly vlog from next week. Looking forward to getting back and filming again all the way up until Christmas then. So yeah, some really exciting, great content coming up between now and Christmas. I can promise you that. Okay. But there we are. In the meantime, though, feel free to leave a like, feel free to leave a comment, and feel free, if you are new around here and want to become a Stevo, feel free to hit that subscribe button, okay? But until then, though, it's thank you for watching, goodbye, and I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Have a great evening and a great week, everybody.